Ladies and gentlemen, the new 30 Super Carry from Federal Premium Ammunition. Now I'm shooting it out of a Smith & Wesson, of course, chambered in the 30 Super Carry. And this little round is pretty neat. It's really fast and it is supposed to bridge the gap between 380 and 9mm. Let's get into the video. Right now, there are 3 firearms chambered in the new Federal 30 Super Carry. It's the Smith & Wesson Shield EZ, the Smith & Wesson M&P, and also a Nighthawk custom 1911 style chambered, all in the 30 Super Carry. Why the 30 Super Carry? Well, it is 2022 and you're just now starting to see 9mm on the shelf again. Past 2 years, it's been almost impossible to find 9mm, 380, so on and so forth. And you're probably wondering why Federal would offer a new caliber at such a time like this. Well, you got to remember that a lot of time when companies work on new calibers, new firearms, it's years in the making, okay? It's just not like, hey, we worked on this for 3 weeks and let's put it out there on the market. No, it's years in the making. But what the 30 Super Carry actually does is it delivers almost the identical energy, almost the identical penetration, felt recoil of that of a 9mm, but the cool thing is you actually get 2 extra rounds in the magazine. So this Smith & Wesson Shield EZ chambered in 30 Super Carry in my hand, if you had this in 9mm, it would be 8+1. In the 30 Super Carry, it is 10+1. So you have 2 extra rounds in the firearm that you are going to be using primarily for self-defense. 2 extra rounds can mean a lot. Now, I'm going to put up on the screen here some ballistics with the 30 Super Carry. It actually penetrates a lot better than the 380. It's almost the same diameter of expansion as a 124 grain 9mm and penetrates about the same. The energy is almost identical to that of a 124 grain 9mm and far surpasses the 380 ACP. The recoil on the 30 Super Carry is slightly different, felt recoil. I own, I think, 3 Shield EZs chambered in 9mm. It's one of my primary carry guns. And the recoil is just a little bit different. With the 30 Super Carry, you still get that snap like you would with the 9mm, but you don't get that hard push followed by that snap. You just get a snap, you can get on the target pretty quick, pretty easy. So this would be a better cartridge for a new shooter, a young shooter, someone that doesn't have a lot of grip strengths compared to that of a 9mm. You know, most people would go with a 380 in that situation, and sometimes I would recommend a 380 to people that didn't have a good grip strength on the pistol. But this is just a little bit more than 380, and it performs almost identical as a 9mm. I've talked about it enough. Let's do some shooting, and you're going to be able to tell right down here on these targets at 60 yards that this bullet gets here pretty quick. And if you get some 100 grain HSTs, they're firing at over 1,200 feet per second. So they are scooting in the HST self-defense, but this is just primarily range ammo. Make sure I get my ears in because it is loud. All right, I'm gonna go out there at 60 yards. It's a hit, and it's just almost as soon as I pulled the trigger, I heard the hit on the still. That's a hit. Man, it gets there really, really, really quick. So, and the recoil is not bad at all. I'm not finding myself, even though it is pretty cold out here in Tennessee right now and you actually see some snow on the ground, I'm not readjusting my hands on this grip as much as I would a 9mm between shots. "10 rounds in a self-defense gun with the power of the 30 Super Carry. It's a pretty cool deal. Let's talk about this Smith & Wesson Shield just a little bit. This is the Smith & Wesson Shield EZ. You can see the lemon squeeze right here on the back. I particularly like this firearm. I've got big hands and the grip is kind of, it's not like a broom handle round, but you've got some meat if you got larger hands on this grip, just like on the regular EZs. If you don't know anything about the Smith & Wesson EZs, the slides are extremely easy to rack, okay? So if you have something like an injury to your hand or arthritis, the Smith & Wesson Shield EZ would be a good firearm if you're having trouble racking the slide. Now, this particular one, of course, the EZ doesn't have the optics ready mount or anything like that. This is just their base EZ chambered in the 30 Super Carry. Now, be transparent, yes, I shoot for Federal Ammunition. I am one of their ambassadors, but I like seeing companies, all companies, come out with different designs, different firearms, different calibers, or fill the gap between certain calibers. Because to a lot of people, a 380 is too light. Some people, 9mm is too heavy, meaning too much recoil. The 30 Super Carry fits the bill right in the middle. You get almost the exact same performance of that of the 9. Now, you're probably wondering yourself, why in the world are they coming out with a new caliber? Like I said before in the video, this stuff is years in the making. And also, when everybody and their uncle, the millions and millions and millions of owners of 9mm out there, are buying all the 9mm off the shelf and you can't find it for years to come, you probably will be able to find 30 Super Carry. Because Federal's going to make it. The price range is going to be very similar to that of the 380, and you know, you're going to be able to go to the range with your carry gun and practice, unlike a lot of people haven't been able to do for a couple of years. All right, let's do some more shooting here. I'm going to go out there at 100 yards, see if I can put a few rounds on target, and you're going to see how fast that 30 Super Carry gets to that 100-yard target if I can do my job. That's a hit, 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 hit. This thing will shoot, and it gets there really quick. All right, so 30 Super Carry. If you're looking for a little bit more power, well, actually a lot more power and penetration than that of a 380, and you don't want the snap and felt recoil of that of a 9mm and perform almost exactly like a 9mm when it comes to penetration and expansion, you know, the 30 Super Carry will fit the bill. If you just want a brand new firearm, or if you want a brand new caliber, 30 Super Carry will fit your bill. You know, like I said before in the video, calibers, firearms takes years and years and years to develop sometimes. And I think there fits a need somewhere on the market for the 30 Super Carry, especially that you can actually hold more rounds in a standard single stack magazine or a double stack magazine. So that's actually a big deal when it comes to your particular carry gun. I like it, I dig it, and you know, it performs almost identical as a 9mm, and you get to have 2 extra rounds in the magazine. Now, if we come again on another ammo apocalypse where we can't find 9mm on the shelf, and you want to go to the range and you can't find it and you can't shoot it, you're probably going to be able to find the 30 Super Carry on the shelf. So right now, as this caliber comes out, it's a pretty hot round. Stock up on the ammunition, and you should be good for a really, really long time. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can put them in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.